Welcome back to another episode of Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl. This episode is called Too Sweet and it comes from, I think it's Hoser. If I said it wrong, it just is what it is. This is my perspective on having discipline when it comes to the sweets. For the month of May, I decided to limit my snacks down to just popcorn, peanuts, and fruit. Like that was it. I said that's all that I'm going to do this month. I did have one cookie, however, I made the cookie myself. It was a s'mores cookie, which is pretty much a regular chocolate chip recipe, but you add like pretzels and marshmallow pieces. It's real good. It's real good. It's even better when I make the edibles, like the edible version of them. It's real good. I decided to limit the snacks because in April I was becoming more aware of my eating habits like never before. I've I was kind of going back and forth with myself trying to figure out how did I want to adjust my eating habits. I decided that since I was a snacker, I was going to start with the snacks, just focus only on the snacks. And when you're adjusting your diet, you may consciously adjust one part of it and then unconsciously adjust another part of it. So while I was decreasing the amount of snacks I was eating, because in April I was sitting at my desk at work and like the vendors be bringing in like donuts and shit, bringing us Panera lunch combos or bringing us food from different restaurants. Okay. Somebody had bought in Dunkin' Donuts, a variety pack. And I said, okay, I'm going to get one. But I walked back to my desk. I walked back to my desk with two and a cup of coffee. And then after I ate it, I was like, this is why. This is why I need to adjust my eating habits because I'm aware of myself doing it. And then I'm aware of how I feel afterwards because it didn't feel good. It was all temporary. It took me back to a joke that Bernie Mac said when he said that like a panhandler was like begging him for some money for some food. He was like, man, I ain't eating like 2 weeks. And Bernie was like, this shit still tastes the same. And I think I heard somebody else say something similar to that. Oh no, I think it was Lavelle Crawford who said no. It was Dion Cole. Dion Cole said, "Stop eating that shit. It tastes good. Like it tastes good. You know what it tastes like." And that's kind of how I was feeling about those two donuts. I had a regular glazed donut, and then I had the donut with the pink icing and the sprinkles on it. And then summer is my favorite season, and I love the sprinkles. But I have to be very conscious and aware of that because for the rest of my life, I'm going to work to get the rest of this baby mama fat off from my previous lifetimes. It's almost gone. It's almost gone. It's like right there. And the month of May helped to like push it even further with that. Trust me, people started bringing like cakes that they had baked to the office, and I was just like, damn, I want that cake so bad. But I had to tell myself every day that it's just popcorn, peanuts, and fruit. And those little halo oranges, Oh my gosh. They got to have some drugs in those. They got to have drugs in it. Because they real good and they don't have no seeds. So it's like confusing. And it's like I gotta be aware of that. Like people don't realize when you are one of the chosen ones, you can't unsee shit. Like I was on my way to the gym and I was kind of procrastinating because I know class start at 7 and they start on time because they want to get you out on time. I'm looking at the clock, it's like 6:57. I'm like, all right, I got 3 minutes. So then I look up even further, and to my right was a lady that was built like this damn burger right here. And all I seen was this walking across the parking lot with 2 legs, and I was like, hell no, I gotta hurry up and get out this car. I hurry up and threw my bag on my shoulder, all that shit. And I went right on around the corner to the gym. I said, hell no. I said, that's why. The way this little burger was walking, that shit looked like it hurt real bad. No, I can't go back to being overweight. I just can't do it. I'm too cute. I'm too fine now. It's just, I ain't about to do it. I feel too good right now. I've come too far. And it's crazy, some women never fucking get started. They just throw a wig on that shit, glue it. I forgot you glue another woman's head to your head. And then you take better care of that shit than your own crown and your own waistline. This shit tastes good. It tastes delicious. But at some point in time, you gotta ask yourself, what means more to you? When I'm at the gym and that shit hurts so bad, it means more to me. The results mean more to me than the pain at the gym. The weed alleviates the pain in my knee and it helps to elevate past this 3D realm to keep telling myself, like, just do it. Just keep going. Just keep going. Because you already know what the end result gonna be. Or, well, I'm gonna always push for it. I'm gonna include some pictures at the end, like some before and after pictures at the end of the video. But me tackling those snacks in May, my waist got a little bit smaller. And like that little baby fat, like right on your lower abs, that baby mama fat that's still left over, that shrunk a whole lot. I put on like 13 pounds after I met my twin flame. And I did notice that little bitty fat right there started to increase a little bit, and I had to put some eyes on it, like really let it sink in. Kind of scared me a little bit, but it went down because I've been pretty consistent with the gym. I don't go to the gym when I'm sick because I don't like the bad mood that I'm in. And I don't want to take that shit to the gym. And if I just don't feel good, then I just let my body do what it needs to do. I know most of the time I'm ripping and running anyway. So most of the time the sickness is just to slow us down, to heal some shit or get rid of some shit within us. And it can be very frustrating. The last time I was sick, first day I didn't handle it well, but God handled me well. Because my ass was stuck in the house all day. I wasn't going nowhere. And then when I left out the house, I walked in the rain and felt way better. It is worth it to get rid of unnecessary weight. I can't stand fucking ads on YouTube. Like, I can't stand that shit. Because as soon as I'm like watching Eric Thomas, or I'm listening to stuff about Twin Flames, or I'm listening to the Dark Knight Rises motivational speaking by Bane or whatever channel, or spiritual development in general, the fucking ad comes on like the first minute. And I'm like, damn. Like, I don't even listen to YouTube while I'm in the shower because I know that fucking ad is coming on. And I ain't trying to break my damn neck to turn the shit off. And then the 5 seconds seem 5 second longer. They seem 5 seconds longer than a normal 5 second pause would feel. And then sometimes they don't even let you skip. So the shit just playing, they squeeze in about 5 different commercials in 30 seconds. That shit is annoying. Then I'm wondering, like, if I even pay for the ads to be removed, is this shit really gonna be removed, or is it still gonna be like one here and there? Like, what does it say in the fine print? But one of the ads that consistently comes on now is one where this girl is, she's saying that like her man was like, "Oh, you let yourself go," and then she started crying and she started showing how bad she was, or how much bigger she had gotten, and she started injecting herself with some shit to slim down. And I'm thinking to myself like, bitch, you're gonna look like a bag of skin if you don't fucking exercise with that shit. All that Ozempic shit, if you don't exercise, you're gonna look like a bag of skin. It takes years, it takes time to heal overly stretched skin. And the one thing that you don't want to do is lose a gazillion pounds and still gotta carry around a half a gazillion pounds of skin. So, I don't know. I just, like, I'm the example. I know people is watching me when I'm outside. So I'm going to try to be a better example every time I step outside. And I have to do that with what's going on inside me, because what's going on inside me is going to be a reflection of how I look on the inside. So just get fucking started. I tell myself so that I can train my subconscious to catch up with what's happening and to play it over and over again. When I said I wasn't eating any snacks in May, I held tight to that shit. I have had a couple snacks this month, but I'm always readjusting to figure out how I can continue to upgrade myself. And I'm almost there, but that's not the end game, because I'm going to spend the rest of my life working on this body, because it has to carry me the rest of my life. And why would I want to, like, look at the burger. John got an ass crack and everything. Look at it. Crack of the ass right there. That's the crack of your ass. If you don't start tackling this shit and stop letting it tackle your ass. But whatever, what do I know? Maybe you got something from it, maybe you didn't, maybe you'll be back next week, maybe you won't. Either way, this has been Growth Through Ganja Smoke with me, Miss Pearl.